Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. The name is Ben Hoodbrook and we are still with our Photoshop tutorials. So guys, recently we treated something about the options in Photoshop and the Photoshop tools, and as I said, going into a bit of the editing so you get to understand all these tools well. So without wasting much time, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today. We are going to create this spherical glass which is kind of floating in the air. Yeah, this is a very special, amazing effect. If you could see it on the screen, this effect can be used in flyer designs, in banners, and especially cover pages. Yeah, book cover pages, magazines, and all those stuff. So if you get to know how to control this elliptical shape, you can do it with most of the shapes, and try to create this amazing floating shapes in the air. So without much ado, we are going to go into Photoshop, which I've already opened. We are going to start editing something. So Photoshop. Sure. So guys, this is a background I imported into Photoshop before I started these tutorials. So I'm going to create my floating elliptical glass in this background. As you see, if you want to use this picture, I have it in my description below, and also have other images you could also use for this amazing effect. So I'm going to start by finding my center of this image using my grid line. That's my ruler. You could find them above and at the side too. So if you can find this ruler, just use your shortcut key Ctrl plus R to bring out the ruler, and just drag from the ruler, and as you go down, try to slow down a bit. It's going to snap into the middle, then you stop, then you drag from the sideways to, then pull to reach the center. It's going to automatically pause there. If you don't drag too much, then you stop. So we found a center. So this is my center. So I'm now going to create my elliptical shape, and to do that, I'm going to use my elliptical macro tool. So I'm going to select my elliptical macro tool, then create a new layer, go down there, then create a new layer. Sure. Then hold your alt plus your shift, then drag from the middle so you get a perfect circle. Then if you're okay with the size, just release. Sure. So I've released and I have my elliptical shape selected. Since I use the macro tool, I'm having a selection made, and I'm going to fill this elliptical shape with black, or it could be any other color, but I'm going to use black. If you can't find your black in your color, just click on your D to automatically switch your color. For example, if I'm going to interchange it here, then use my D. It's going to swipe and bring back the black and white color as it was. So what I'm going to do is, since I have my black above and my white below, with the colors above, I'm going to hold Alt, and since it's black we want, I'm going to hold my Alt, then click on my delete or my backspace, then I have it filled with black. So I'm going to deselect using the shortcut key Ctrl plus D to deselect. Then the next thing is grab your move tool. Sure, go to my background, duplicate my background by using the shortcut key Ctrl plus J, or dragging to the create new layer icon. Then what I'm going to do is move my background above my circle. Sure. So I'm going to create this elliptical effect in this background, the one above my circle. So to do that, I have to make sure I have my background selected, my image layer selected, then go all the way to my filter, to my distort, into this spherize, then click. Make sure I have my amount on 100%, then okay. Sure. So guys, if you could see, it's creating this elliptical shape, but I want it in the circular form, and to do that I have to make sure I'm controlling this elliptical shape till it fits my circle below. So to do that, I'm going to transform my image using my shortcut key Ctrl plus T to transform, then hold my shift, drag from above till it hits my circle, then release. Drag from the sideways, holding your shift, drag again, then sure, perfect. So if you're okay with your shape, just click enter or use your correct sign above to apply. Then I have my elliptical shape taking the size of my circle. So I'm going to erase or delete the image around the elliptical shape. So to do that, hold your control, then click on your circle below to take the selection around the circle. Then I'm going to make sure I have my layer selected, then create a layer mask for it. Then it's going to give me this round elliptical shape. So turn off the eye for your black so you get the effect of the first one better. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply this twirl effect so I don't have my image standing so straight in the elliptical shape. So to do that, I have to make sure I'm selecting this circle again, holding my control. If I don't do it that way, let's see what is going to happen. Make sure you have your image selected. Then I'm going to add this twirl effect, so filter to my distort and my twirl. Then make sure it's around 50%, then okay. So guys, if you could see, because I didn't have my selection made, it's going to take the shape of what it wants and you're not going to get your perfect elliptical shape. So I'm going to go back, Ctrl plus Z to go back. So make sure you have your hands on your control, then click on your circle to have the selection made. Before you go to your filter, make sure you're having your image selected, the first layer, then go to your filter, then to your distort, then to your twirl. Then make sure it's around 50, then okay. So guys, if you see now, since I had my selection made, the twirl effect is applied in the circle, so you don't have this oval shape applying and making this image so distort. So the next thing I'm going to do is make sure I deselect, Ctrl plus D to deselect. Then with my layer selected, right click, then go to my blending options. So we're going to add this inner glow. If you remember the inner glow, we're going to add an inner glow. So I'm going to click on my inner glow. So make sure I have my color on white. I already have my blending mode on overlay. You could change it, but I love the overlay because of the effect it gives. So increase the size a bit so you find this appealing effect. Sure. Then opacity a bit low. Then okay. Sure. So after my inner glow, the next thing I'm going to apply is my shadows. So to do that, I have to make sure I create a new layer, then make a selection for the circle, holding my control, then click on my circle for the selection. So the reason I'm doing this is to have my brush stroke within the circle. So after having the selection, use your shortcut key B to bring your brush, or just click on your brush. Then again, make sure you're having your black and white. If you don't have your black and white, click on your D for the black and white. Reduce the size a bit using my bracket keys as illustrated on the PC. Then I'm going to paint below for my dark tones. Sure. So make sure you're having your dark apply. So for this toner effect, then change my color to white using the double arrow above the color for my white. Then paint above. Sure. So with my layer selected, I'm going to change my blending mode to soft light, then reduce my opacity a bit for a very nice effect. Sure. Then create a new layer. Then this time I'm going to apply just the white. Sure. Then this time I'm going to create this bright lightning effect. So I'm not going to choose my soft light again. This time I'm going to choose overlay, then reduce my opacity to maybe 50 or 40. Okay, 47, 50. Yeah, it's okay. Then Ctrl plus D to deselect. Sure. So the last thing I'm going to do is apply my shadow for this spherical object. Apply my shadow below, and the best way and amazing way to apply this effect is use your brush. So create a new layer, have your brush on your black, then make sure you're having the size almost to your elliptical shape, then click just one stroke. Sure. Then what I'm going to do is transform this stroke using my shortcut key Ctrl plus T, hold on your shift, then drag from above, then release. Sure. So as I have it released, then apply, correct, or enter. Then I'm going to change my blending mode to linear bend, then reduce my opacity a bit for a very cool shadow effect. Then boom. So guys, this is a very cool and amazing effect. If you could see, is having this spherical object. It's more like a glass floating in the sky and try to capture the images in the environment in the sky. It's just amazing. It looks like an elliptical glass floating in the sky. You could use this effect for flyers, especially for book covers, for all those kind of amazing designs. You can also apply different shapes, more like the oval, elliptical shapes, instead of using the normal circle. And just be creative with these shapes. Try to play around with other shapes just to get this amazing effect. So guys, this is what I have for you today. Please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and also comment so I know what to do next for you guys. And until we meet again, it's bye bye.